Today, I'm going to show you how to make a Central Texas style smoked chicken on a Weber kettle that's so good you'll want to make it every weekend. You with it? Let's get it. All right, gang, so to get started here, we got our chicken half. Now, to get to the chicken half, we basically took our whole chicken and we spatchcocked it. We basically scored lines down the backside, right around the spine, and we cut it out with poultry shears. Once we got the spine cut out of the chicken, we just cut the chicken in half. And now this is what you got once you cut that chicken in half. So now we're gonna work on getting this prepped to go on the grill here. And so what we're gonna do to start off here is I'm gonna gently kind of get my hand underneath the skin here. And we're just basically separating the skin away from the meat. All right, I tried to do that with one hand and it wasn't working out too well. So we got a second glove on here. And we're basically, like I said, we're separating the skin away from the meat. And we're exposing this breast here, okay? And that's just because we're gonna try and get some seasoning in here right on top of this meat right here, right? So we're being very careful, trying not to, poke a hole in our skin, but we're exposing all of this beautiful breast meat, and now we're gonna get it seasoned up. All right, so first on, we're just gonna go with some 16 mesh black pepper here. And then we're gonna follow that up with kosher salt. Now this is Diamond Crystal kosher salt, so I'm going a little heavier. Feel free to use whatever kosher salt or whatever salt you have or whatever rub you have. I'm gonna try and keep this straight Central Texas with salt and pepper today. But if you wanna use a different chicken rub or barbecue rub, by all means go for it. All right, so we just pulled that skin back over top of that breast meat. And we're just kind of gonna rotate around here and kind of do the same thing here with our thigh meat. All right, again, we're being very careful not to poke a hole in our skin. We're gonna try not to, but we're just gonna separate that skin away from the thigh. Just like that, expose that thigh meat, and then we're gonna season it up. Okay, black pepper again, and our Diamond Crystal kosher salt, and then we're tucking that skin right back over. So now what we're gonna do, this is completely optional, but if you're into the cosmetics of how your chicken is gonna look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a toothpick here, and we're just gonna kind of stick this in here, try to secure the skin to the meat. And we're just kind of gonna go into the skin, into the meat, across, out of the meat, and back into the skin, and that's just gonna hold that in place. And you can use as many toothpicks as you feel you need. All right, so there we go. We got our toothpicks in here holding our skin. All right, so now that we've got our meat seasoned underneath the skin, we got the skin secured, we're just gonna flip this guy over and we're gonna finish seasoning up our chicken. Black pepper on, kosher salt on. All right, and now that we've got this on, we're gonna be doing the skin side. I'm gonna just put a little spray oil on here. And this is just the canola oil that I'm using. Feel free to use whatever you want, butter or whatever. Okay, so now that we've got this chicken seasoned up here, we're gonna get ready to get this on the grill. And today we're gonna be using our Stealth Weber Kettle. We're gonna fire it up with some harder charcoal, lump charcoal. And we're gonna also use our Slow N Sear to get this all fired up. We're gonna use some hickory wood chunks to season up or to flavor up our chicken. And we've got a water pan in place. And so I'm gonna get the rest of my chicken all seasoned up to get it on the grill, and we'll be able to get this meat on. All right, guys, we're gonna get our chicken onto the grill now. And basically, I'm gonna put this right on the grill here. I'm gonna put the thickest part of the meat facing the heat here. So the breast meat here, all of this is gonna be facing towards the heat. So we're gonna get these guys on here as best we can. Now we've got our chicken on here as best we can. It's a tight fit with it being a Weber kettle, but it's all good. All right, we're gonna get the lid put on here so we can control these flames. All right, guys, so we just got our chicken onto the grill here, and we're just gonna let it roll. Now the key is that when you're cooking chicken, you wanna make sure you have a higher heat. A big mistake that a lot of people make is they use too low a heat trying to get too much smoke into the chicken, and they never give that chicken skin a chance to render out the fat, and it stays nice and rubbery for them. So what we're doing is we're making sure we're keeping a high heat. If you guys roll with me, you know I don't measure temperatures in a Weber kettle. The Weber kettle is a tried and true cooking vessel, therefore I don't even have to worry about that. I just know when I'm cooking hot temperatures. If I got a full charcoal chimney going at one time, I know I've got some hot temperatures. But for you guys that need to know a temperature, you're probably pushing between 350 and 400 degrees. You're gonna need that to help get that fat rendered out of that skin to maybe make it crispy, but at least bite through. So kick up those temperatures in your Weber kettle or any cooker that you're using and render out that fat in that chicken and make it bite through. All right, gang, we've been going here for about 30 minutes, so we're gonna take a look. All right, as you can see, we are developing some great colors on this chicken here. That's exactly what we're looking for. You get a good look at that, and man, I'm really digging that here. So that is absolutely what I like to see when I'm looking at, when I'm cooking my chicken here. So we're coming along nicely right now. All right, so again, we're coming along nicely here, but one thing I wanna show you guys, pro tip here. As you can see, I'm using my solid cooking grate here. It's a cast iron type grate. It doesn't have a hinge to flip up so that I can add more charcoal or wood or whatever. But right now I want to add more wood to this because my wood is burned up. So the quick way to do it, pro way, take your wood chunk and just put it right over top of there. And that is actually going to heat up that wood and it's going to create some good smoke for us. So there you go. Good pro tip. We're going to get our lid put back on and we're going to continue this cook. All right, so let's talk vent settings because I get a lot of questions about the vents whenever I'm running my Weber kettle. And I can tell you that my bottom vent always stays wide open. I never adjust it. If I've adjusted it, it's because I made a mistake lighting up too much charcoal at one time, in which case I can't control the temperatures from the top. That's the only time that I ever adjust my bottom vent. That is my intake for my fire. I always leave it wide open. I always control my temperatures from the top vent, adjusting there to get the right temperatures that I'm looking for, or to slow down cook or speed up a cook. So there you have it. Bottom vent wide open. Make all adjustments from the top vent on the Weber kettle. Let's get back to this. All right, guys, we've been going here for just short of an hour. We're going to take a look. All right, so as you can see, again, we're developing a fantastic color here. Our wood is giving off some good smoke, and so everything is coming along just like I like it. And the only thing I'm going to do now is I like to add some fat onto the chicken when I'm cooking like this, whether it be butter or a spray or whatever. Again, I'm going to be using this canola oil spray here. And so I'm just going to spray some across our chicken halves here. And we're just going to get the lid put back on. And we're going to keep it rolling, guys. All right, so again, we just applied a little bit of that canola oil onto the skin of the chicken. We're gonna keep it rolling. And hey, that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna get to our finishing temperature now. How do you know when you're done? Is when you hit your finishing temperature. And typically what you're looking for is about 165 degrees in the white meat or the breast, and 175 degrees or so in the dark meat or the chicken thigh. Now, I can honestly tell you that a lot of times with chicken, I can actually push it further than that. And I'll go by based on the skin. If the skin is not exactly where I want it to go, I may go a little bit longer because in most cases, chicken can take those higher temperatures, especially the dark meat, to get your skin ready the way you like it and to keep a moist, juicy chicken. So we're going to be checking our temperatures and we'll decide whether or not we're going to pull it off at that point. But that is your indicator to know when it's ready or when it's time to get that chicken off of the grill. All right, we're going to keep this rolling here and see you guys in a little while. All right, guys, we are back at the block here. We got our chicken rested and off the grill. Now, this whole cook took us about an hour and a half, maybe just slightly over an hour and a half to get our temperatures. Again, we were looking for 165 degrees in our white meat or the breast and 175 degrees inside of our dark meat or the thigh. Once we got that temperature, we got this chicken off of the grill. Again, we let it rest. We got it here on the block. So let's check out our, Central Texas style chicken halves. All right, so here we've got our beautiful chicken half here. I'm gonna give you guys a good look at that because man, it looks fantastic to me. And man, we're gonna go ahead and get this cut. All right, so we got this chicken cut here. I'm gonna cut a piece off of this here and get this chicken skin on there. All right, so there we go, guys. This is what our chicken is looking like. All right, let's go ahead and taste this. All right, cheers. Oh man, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, gang, I gotta tell you, this is a fantastic tasting chicken. I mean, the pepper, the salt, the smoke, all of that is just coming through. I mean, straight Central Texas flavors on this chicken is just bursting through. So, man, you guys have got to try this chicken out. Again, it was just salt and pepper. You can put whatever you want on it, but salt and pepper absolutely gets the job done for me. But hey, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed what you saw here, you found some value in it, make sure you give that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And hey, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.